Hello and welcome to another episode of What Travis Says. My name is Travis. Let's talk about Doctor Who. More specifically, let's talk about the episode The Eaters of Light. But before we start talking about Doctor Who, I just wanted to remind you guys that my NASA Astrobiology Science Conference video is finally done. After weeks of editing, it's finished, it's posted. I'll link it down below. You should go watch it if you have not yet. I spent a lot of time and effort on this video, and I really like the way that it turned out. But moving on with the video, as always, if you've not watched the episode The Eaters of Light, don't watch this video. There will be spoilers. First off, I just want to say I really like the way that the episode started off, with Bill and the Doctor sort of settling a bet of sorts. Bill is so sure that she knows about what happened to the lost 9th Legion of the Roman army, and the Doctor has a time machine, the ultimate fact checker. But when they show up, they find out that something has wiped out the entire Roman army. Almost. There are beautiful shots of scenery. The foggy Scotland helps bring the 2nd century story to life. And having Bill and the Doctor separated for the majority of the episode was a bold move. It could have went either way. It could have been great, it could have been awful. But the episode was able to show how Bill has developed as a companion just by traveling with the Doctor. Ever since Pyramid, she's been able to ask very on-the-nose, brilliant questions. And when the soldier was flirting with Bill and she was trying to be nice and letting him down easy, only to find out that that's not that big of a shock to them. And she's even taken aback after they surprisingly assume that she's uptight about her preferences because she's limiting herself to one gender. The dialogue of the episode is pretty well written, like that one brilliant line about how the Doctor hears everyone in the universe just sounding like children. And even some of the minor characters were able to shine through. Now, I mentioned a few weeks ago that in some of these episodes I wasn't feeling a sense of development with any of these minor characters, and in turn, no sense of loss when they died. And a few of you said that there was no need to feel any loss when minor characters died because that's what they're supposed to do. But this episode was a good example of how you can develop minor characters with their hopes and their desires and their dreams without cramming it all into like the last 9 minutes of the show. And when the Doctor wants to be the tough guy and guard the gateway for the rest of his life, the opposing forces actually team up to take on the challenge. See? Minor characters can have character development too. The monsters were, they were kind of creepy when they were in the shadows, but then once they stepped into the light, they were just very lackluster, which is ironic. And there were parts of the episode where it seemed like the Doctor wasn't able to keep such a level head throughout, but I mean, he was separated from Bill for the majority of the episode, so I guess that could have something to do with it. And it was one of those full circle episodes where the ending would have always happened that way. The 9th Legion disappears, the Eaters are kept at bay, the underground music is still heard until this day. I'm making unintentional rhymes, or so I say. See, episodes like this can have fun with historical plot holes with the explanation, the Doctor was here. At first I thought that the Raven had to be something more than just a raven, but I thought that about the monks too, and look where that got us. And then at the end of the episode we get to the Missy storyline, which like almost every episode in season 10, there's a little more Missy. She's out of the vault now, much to Nardal's bother, and the Doctor is trusting her? The Doctor has been toying with letting her out of the vault for a long time. Can he trust her? Can he keep her in the TARDIS? Can he keep her safe? Can he trust her? Can he keep everyone else safe? Can he trust her? I love the chemistry that Gomez and Capaldi have, but I still don't trust Missy at all. All in all, I feel The Eaters of Light is a pretty solid story. It's very reminiscent of the 1970s classic Who, but the monster is just unimpressive. I mean, these are creatures that can seemingly distort space-time. They can travel through portals, they can eat light, they can kill nearly 5,000 Roman soldiers, but one guard at the gateway is enough to just stop them in their tracks. This is one of those situations where the story didn't feel rushed as much as the game-winning goal was just, wait, really? That's it? I get that it had to go full circle from the beginning of the episode, and everyone needed to work together to keep the planet safe for centuries. But I don't understand why one person at the gateway was able to just beat them back all these years, and then now it's a couple people at the gateway just saying, no! Stop it! Get back in your dimension. Much like I said about last week's Empress, The Eaters of Light is not the strongest episode in the season, but it's definitely not the weakest either. In the comments down below, let me know your thoughts on The Eaters of Light. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Was it reminiscent of classic Who? Did you think it was so boring? And also, don't forget to check out my NASA Astrobiology Science Conference video, because like I said, I worked really hard on it. I'm pretty proud of how it turned out. As always, my name is Travis. Thank you for listening to what I have to say, and you will see me tomorrow.